live chat, not top chat. And welcome. I know that I'm waiting on some people to come over to this channel from a previous one I did this morning, which was
You didn't do it on a
not the
different
right
channel?
one. No, different channel, but a different video.
Different phone.
Live. Different. Yeah. I did it on a different phone and it didn't work right. So I'm doing it on this phone.
It only had 17 views.
Hi, Debbie Ernst. Good morning, one of my 20 percenters. How are you? How are you doing? Who else is on here this morning? Rachel Pugh. Hi, Rach. Nancy H. Hello again. Ernestine Frame. Good morning. Ernestine and Nancy are both 20 percenters along with Debbie Ernst. Marty Watson is here. Mary Sellers is saying, roll tide, roll tide. Jen Barrietta is here. Good morning. Tina Spencer is here, one of my 20 percenters.
I am a 20 percenter.
And Mr. B, but you're not on here. Married Mom and Mogul. Good morning, beautiful Nikki. Hi, Nikki. How are you? Roxy is here. Good morning, my Roxy. Carol Dickens is here. Hello, Carol. I'll drink some of my pumpkin coffee. It's delicious. Debbie Herkel. Hi, Kat and Mr. B. Hi, Debbie. Donna Perry is here. Good morning. Good afternoon from the UK. You guys are having the funeral today, aren't you? We saw a little of that this morning on our TV. It looks beautiful. Akita Scales. Good morning, Kat and Mr. B. Hi, Akita. De Jesus. Nancy is here. Hi, Mr. B.
Hi.
20 percenters. Gold Star 20 percenter. This coffee is nice and hot and good. And I'm drinking out of my I Can Only Imagine cup. Lita is here, one of my 20 percenters. Good morning, Lita. Girls, we have so much done on our property. We have an RV pad poured. We have a road coming in off the highway, a driveway. I've got a garden laid out, 2 gardens, a flower garden laid out and a vegetable garden laid out. I didn't do it. The roadmen did it for me. It's rough, but it's there. Hi, my darling. Look who's here, Larry. She's in her apron, Kimmy.
Kimmy.
We love Kimmy. She's one of my moderators. I love having her here. Roxy said, I'm also drinking pumpkin coffee. Yum. Mine is, I thought I was buying Starbucks, but I picked up the wrong bag and I got Dunkin' Donuts. And when I made it, it's delicious. It's really delicious. I use ground coffee and a percolator. If you don't know what a percolator is, look that up. Talked to somebody yesterday who didn't know what a percolator is. I have an electric one. Jen Barletta is here. She's saying hi to Kimmy. Oh yeah, I already said hi to Jen. Let's roll with Kat and Mr. B. Oh, is that right? Yes, it is. Mr. B is here. Blessings. Kimmy says, on the flight home from seeing Jonah, I saw something on your Instagram, the picture of Jonah. He is a man, Kimmy. He is a man, and I'm so proud of your family. I'm so proud for your family. I know that it was wonderful, and I can't believe your daughter got to come too. That's awesome. I'm so glad you're catching us live as well. And Kimmy, for our next membership, which is Saturday, it's the first, hang on, for our membership meeting, it's going to be Saturday the 8th. And it's going to be it's October the 8th at 11 a.m. Central for an hour. And hopefully by then I will have Kimmy's new planners to show you girls. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm excited to have it, to look through it, and share some new stuff with you. So, and then I'll share it. You guys will see it first, and then I'll share it with my group. Marty said, I bought the pricey Starbucks pumpkin, and I will try Dunkin' next time. Did you like it, Marty? I think I bought the, all of this is not important, but if you're a coffee drinker, it's fun. And if you like pumpkin, it's fun. I bought the fall spice Starbucks, and it is way too strong. I mix it with Dunkin' Donut medium kind. They're on their way. Yay! So happy. Might not even October 8th. Yeah, it's pretty close. Pretty close. Dickie's on here. Dickie Talmadge from Santa Paula, California. Hi, Dickie. Hi, John. Good to see you. Joyful Noise Mom. Jocelyn is here. Good morning. Jocelyn Grace. What a pretty name. Good morning. All right, so girls, questions, comments, and concerns. I am open. This is a chat with Kat, not just about my property, but about what's going on in your life. It has that Starbucks edge. Yeah, that little over roasted kind of. I love Starbucks when I buy it from Starbucks, but when I make it at home, to me it's too strong, too burnt. Anyway, I'll keep talking until you have a question, comment, or concern about, and don't think you're interrupting, because that's what this is about. But we're going to have our electricity is going to start being put underground probably in the next 10 days. Our septic tank is going in this week, fingers crossed. And our water, we still have about a 2-month wait.
Don't say that.
But Larry and I prayed for expediency,
We don't know how long.
so we think that it might be sooner.
Early.
We know that it will be sooner because we prayed for expediency.
That's right.
God gives us the desires of our heart. So we should have our water sooner than later. And we're real excited about that because we cannot live on the property until we have lights and water, a place to park, a road to get in, a septic tank, and also, I think in the first week of October, our barn will be delivered. And I've located porch kitties, which will make great outdoor kitties. I met somebody at the Weed and Feed next door. It's just right there. Not Weed and Feed. Oh my goodness. The Seed. What's the name of a place like that called, Larry?
A feed store.
It's a feed store. Feed and Seed. That's what it's called. And the man there is so nice, Dwight. I'm on first name basis with all these people. It's so fun. And his partner,
small place.
well, I'm not sure he's his partner, but a guy who hangs out there all the time is named Jim Smith, but he's got a nickname and I can't ever remember what it is. I met a guy who puts in cabinets and countertops, and it's his sister who has a lot of porch kitties who you can touch and they purr and all that, so they're not like feral, but they're outside kitties, so I can get 2 of those. 2, Marty. But I'm not going to get them till we're settled on the property. And then I met a gentleman on Saturday who has chickens. He doesn't have Buff Orpingtons, which were the kind I wanted, but he has Welsumers, which apparently I've read about them are very nice chickens, and they're less likely to fly out of the pen than other ones, although I'm probably going to have a top on mine so we can keep them safe from airborne predators, because we have eagles and hawks, along with fox, coyote. What else do we have?
We live very close to an eagle sanctuary.
Yeah, we are. Waterloo area is a eagle sanctuary, but that's more toward the river, but they can come over. And because, they're huge. It's like nothing. Get over there. And also they're kind of dark brown and black, so they aren't as obvious as a light buff colored one. Christy said, we're currently living in our camper on our 6 acres while our forever home is being built. Any advice for routines during this time? I can't find a good rhythm since moving out of here. You know what? I'm so excited for you because that's what we're doing. We have 5 acres, just under 5 acres, and we're going to be living in our RV, but we're going to wait 2 years to build our forever home because of the cost right now. We want to wait and see if that goes down some. So we're going to wait a couple years. But we have a 35-foot camper, which might be bigger than what you have. I'm not sure. But it's just a home. It's just a smaller home. And you definitely need to either have a storage bin to keep things in, which is what we did the first year that we lived in an RV, because we had to decide what we really absolutely couldn't live without. And now we just have those things. We don't have anything in storage. However, I'm excited to get our little wooden barn, which we're putting on our property. It's called a Tough Shed, and it's 16 by 10, and it has a loft on each end. So it's lots of storage, and it's a place for my kitties to stay and keep warm in the winter. Anyway, that's what I recommend. So if you can get something like that to store your stuff in, instead of having to rent a place, or you could rent a place and get rid of a lot of things. Now that I'm going to be living there, I've acquired more clothing. We've gotten a few more appliances, and there are things we really want in our forever home. And also, just different things, fans and heaters and things that we want to have occasionally, but we don't need all the time. Um, Furniture for outside, those kind of things will go in there along with our lawnmower. So we don't have a lawnmower yet, but we'll be getting that when we move onto the property. One of those kinds with the handles, where you sit and drive it. Anyway, I missed some comments. Let's see what we've got. Let's see. Good morning, Christy Hunter in South Carolina. Yes, Kimmy, I'm so excited for us too. Thank you. Joyful Noise Mom, I've forgotten your name. Nikki, right? Is it Nikki? Got to put it in every time or I won't remember. I'm thinking it's Nikki. Best wishes for your utilities. We're in waiting mode, also with porch kitties as well. Awesome. Christy said, we're currently on our camper. Okay, that's what I just read. That's Kimmy. That's Christy. Okay, Christy. Lisa, good morning, 20%er. Gold star. Ernestine Frame is here. How can I help a friend who is stuck in grief after her husband died while her daughter is insisting that she downsize and get rid of a lot of stuff? Okay, that's not fair. When a person grieves, it's individual and everyone is different. And when my mother and dad died and we were trying to get rid of their house, I never had a problem with anything, nothing, until it came to their house and their things. Getting rid of their things was really, really hard for me. So my sisters and my husband did that part. I didn't do that part. Hang on, I get a sip of coffee.
We have a friend that never got out of it. Remember Jeff's mom?
Mm-hmm.
Still has her daddy stuff after 50
I will
years.
say that after a certain while, it does become unhealthy. And but you have to let. I've mentored people who've lost their husbands. I have several dear, sweet mentor friends who've lost their spouses, and it was difficult. We went through the dying process together, and I talked to them before their spouse died. They knew their spouse was dying, brain cancer. Two of my clients had brain cancer. Their husbands had brain cancer, and we went through that. But sometimes, and a lot of times, your husband is dying, and you go through the grief process somewhat then, just like my sisters and I did as our parents were dying over the years. Just you go through that, so you kind of pre-grieve, so it's not as difficult. But sometimes it's all of a sudden, and that's really hard. Or some people just aren't strong in that area, and it's really hard for them, and it's okay. It's all okay. But the thing about it is, if you can talk to your friend and tell her when she's ready, and she doesn't have to do anything she doesn't want to do, but when she's ready to realize that her husband's belongings are not her husband, that we all come into this world with nothing and we leave with nothing, and these things are just going to decay and get worse and worse. And how would she want him to act about her things once she was gone if he was living? If she could reverse that, would she say, oh yes, hold on to all my clothes and shoes and my pillow, and hold on to my jackets, and hold on to all my the things that I liked about the house that you never liked so much. Hold on to those because that's all you get of me. I don't think she would do that. I think she would say, please don't let those things hold you back from life. Life is too short. Enjoy your life. Enjoy what's left. Have fond memories of me, and have pictures of me and you together. If you want to remember me, look at a picture, because these things are not me. Now, I will say that oftentimes someone will keep a sweater or a jacket or a shirt or something, and they can smell their loved one on it for a long time, and then one day they can't, and one day they let that go. But it's all personal, okay? All right, so that's how I would handle that, and pray for her. Okay, let's see. So that was Ernestine. Mary Sellers, I've lost 90 pounds with gastric sleeve surgery. I have 3 bags of clothes to donate in my car. Any advice on new purchases to keep minimal? Are you at your ideal weight? Are you there? Is 90 pounds where you wanted to be, Mary? If that's so, see, what I would say as you were losing weight is you go buy used clothes. Buy expensive clothes, especially a gastric sleeve, because you lose it fast. I'm thinking you're where you want to be. So in this case, I would buy inexpensive clothing to start, and then each season, I would buy a nice piece or two. As your others start to wear out, you buy nice clothes. So now's the time. Like for me, I'm losing weight. I'm thinking by next year, I'll be in my ideal size. I'll probably buy the less expensive clothes, like things from Old Navy, things like that. I'm not a used clothes shopper. It's just something I don't enjoy at all. Although I do have a client who's really good at that, buying online used clothes. I may consult with her. But if you want to buy really good things like Madewell or a cashmere sweater or Talbots, I mean, these are Talbots and Chico's and Nordstrom have nice clothes. They're not extremely expensive, but they're nice clothes. But like, I've never owned a cashmere sweater. I've always wanted one, but I've always been losing weight. So I know this time when I get back down to where I was when my parents began to die and COVID came in, I had been at that weight for a couple years. And that's the weight I want to be again. So when I get back there, I will buy myself a cashmere sweater, something that's expensive that's going to last a long time. Now, you don't have to buy it expensive. You can buy it on sale. And good clothes are not always expensive. But start injecting good clothes into your basic wardrobe so that you have good clothes, good shoes, good purses eventually. But you can't afford to do that all at once. Okay? Let's see. And in case you don't know, I'm back on Weight Watchers. That's where I lost my weight the first time. Elizabeth said her friend lives in another town, so she's not financially able to be with you. Don't have to be with her. Just call her. Hi, Irene. Good morning from Brandon, Manitoba. Christy Hunter says, yes, we have 2 big sheds. One is my 2 teens hangout computer space. That's a good idea. And the other is storage and my utility shed with full fridge and my washer and dryer. Okay.
Nice.
So if you have that, that should be all you need, I'm thinking. If you have more, then maybe you need to go through it. And here's what we did. We had it all in a storage bin, that we paid money for, one of those air-conditioned ones. And we went in every so often and we said, oh yeah, we need this. And we'd go in and we would look through and look through and look through. And at the end of a year, we said, okay, everything that we haven't used is going. So my crystal, a lot of my kitchen decorations, a lot of my house decorations, big Christmas tree, wedding gown, just things went, and I haven't missed them. So that's what I recommend. I had a teapot collection, gone. And it's fine. I'm fine with that. It's just teapots. So Christy, good luck with that. Joyful Noise said, Jocelyn Grace. That's right. I love your name, but you have to say it just like Grosser. Gross. Jocelyn Gross. Oh, is that a family name? Jocelyn? I remember a friend of mine had a neighbor, a little girl when we were kids, and her name was Valier Gray. I thought that was such a pretty name. That was her first and middle name, Valier Gray, and they called her by both. And they were family names. Praying for expedience with your water. Thank you, Christy. Tony Rose, good morning, Tony.
And Roll Tide.
That's cool, Christy.
Or is that Mary Sellers?
That's Tony Rose.
Tony Rose is a Roll Tide?
Tony Rose is good morning. She's my 20%er. And Kimmy said, that's cool, Christy. And Akita said, wow, congratulations. That's exciting, Mary. Mary? What did Mary say? Did I comment on Mary? Oh, Mary Sellers. Oh, you know what? I think of her as Mary Sellers. When I hear Mary, it's like Mary Sellers. Carlene's Blackwood. Good morning, Flylady Kat and Mr. B. Hi, Carlene. Right. Mary Sellers says, thank you so much, Akita. Lisa Chapman, if possible, someone needs to talk to the woman's daughter, maybe you, and try to help explain it to her so she'll stop pushing her mother into getting rid of stuff. Yeah, that's gonna depend on the daughter's personality. I would just deal with the mother and say, you can say no. It's your house. And you can say no. 10 pounds is all I have to lose. Thank you so much for your advice. You're welcome. Congratulations, Mary Sellers. Jocelyn Gross here. Any advice for managing our move? We hope to be making within 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks. It's time to buckle down. So what you're going to do is get boxes, markers, packing tape, and packing material. And you're going to go into each room and make sure that you move everything that doesn't belong in that room to the room it belongs to. So anything in your bedroom that belongs in the garage goes in the garage. Anything in the garage that belongs in the living room goes in the living room. Anything in the living room that belongs in the kitchen goes in the kitchen, until eventually everything is in the right room. Now, as you're packing, you're going to declutter and say, you've got 6 to 8 weeks. I would go for 5 weeks. I would be packing. But remember to keep out enough stuff to camp, because you kind of camp, okay, when that last week, and that may be first week in your new home, in your home. So go into that room and say, what things do I need to pack for this zone, or for the, and so don't even call it a zone. Just, we're in zone 4, by the way, people. I see you talking about it. Four is the master bedroom. So pack everything that belongs in that room in boxes that go to your next garage. Okay, so you know what the kind of things you're going to keep in your garage, and you label them: sports equipment, tools, blah blah blah. Make sure that you're not packing too heavy a box. So make sure you have some boxes that are smaller for heavy tools and things, so that people, and the same with books in the house, so that people can carry them without breaking their back. Even though they're going to stack them probably on a dolly, just don't overstuff boxes and make them way too heavy. All right, so you're going to label them garage, and then what they are: tools, or play equipment, or whatever. Okay, camping goods, and I also recommend that you take like a permanent marker, a little one, and write some of the major things that are in that box on the side, so that when you're looking for stuff, you can know exactly, pretty much where it is. And you do that with every room in your house. So if you have 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, take that first 5 weeks, divide your house into 5 parts, and get to work. And then that last week, that 6th week, you're going to be camping. You're going to have what's left. You'll have toilet paper, you'll have paper towels, you'll have something to cook on, something to cook with, something to sleep on, something to bathe with, brushing your teeth, you know, those basic things. Clothes, okay, but not all the clothes. All right, that's my answer to you. That's how you pack for moving, okay? All right, let's see. So it was Jocelyn Gross. Joyful Noise Mom, Jocelyn Gross here. Last last name is my sweet husband's German stock, I believe. Oh, so Gross is your last name, right? Like grocer, Gross? Okay. I went to school with a girl named Ricky Gross, but hers was spelled Gross. Roll Tide, Mr. B, Mary said.
Roll
Marty
Tide.
Watson said, Mary Sellers, in addition, try to get clothing that matches several pieces. Very good. One shirt goes with 3 of your pants. One pants could be worn with 3 of your different tops. That's very good information, Marty. Thanks for reminding us of that. Nancy said zone this week. We talked about that, zone 4. Tina Spencer gave her that information. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, girls, for jumping in. Thank you, Jocelyn. And correct. Okay. So, was that fun? Did we have a nice little trip there? Did you hear what I was saying about packing? Do you know that you can use that same, you need to use that same way for decluttering in your home? That you start by getting everything in the right room? There's my Kimmy saying that they moved twice in 1 year. I have a video on moving tips if you're interested. Yeah, go watch Kimmy's moving tip video. Thank you so much, Marty, Mary said. Yes. You know, I love Kimmy, and she's awesome. Oh, and another thing for working people, or people who have kids that are going to be in so many things after school, I want you to remember that a crock pot is your best friend. And Kimmy has some great crock pot recipes and freezer recipes that can go straight from the freezer to the crock pot. Or I believe Kimmy has some that go to the Instant Pot as well. Is that right, Kimmy? And don't forget about your planner. Now, mine is outside where I'm working today. My planner's out there, but I'm really excited that we're in a brand new season. October is a brand new season. October, November, December, and January. Is that right? No, September, October, November, and December. Time is flying. So we're in September, mid-September, and I'm in my new planner, and it's so pretty. It's got the fall colors on it, the way I chose it. And I've already chosen my next 3 from Kimmy, so I can't wait to get them. Thank you all. Will definitely watch the video. Excellent. Yeah, and her other videos. Kimmy, if you're still here, do you have, I think you have freezer meals for Instant Pot too. Is that right? Now, the Instant Pot can sometimes take as long as making food yourself. However, you're not having to tend it, so you can do other things while it's cooking, and then the food will hold in the Instant Pot. The crock pot is a nice slow cook, and it will hold until you're ready to serve it. And I highly recommend that you use crock pot liner so you don't have the issue of cleaning out that crock pot, you know, having stuck on cooked on things. Just get a crock pot liner and throw the thing away when you've helped out your meals and put your leftovers away. Kimmy, when should I order my January planner? I'm going to answer for Kimmy in case she's tied up right now, but it's right away. I think it's ready now. You can order it. Pretty sure. But I may be wrong. Kimmy? Comments? Nope, she's tied up.
Nobody's got her tied up. She's on an airplane.
Oh, that's right. She's on an airplane. I forgot. She's flying.
Just give her a minute.
She
She's
might
probably
not.
typing.
She might not be able to. Here she is. I mostly do slow cooker freezer meals. Okay, that's what I thought. So, but you've got a lot of them. So you can go to Kimmy and get all those freezer meals, which are so good. So on the weekend you can put things in the freezer. You could even do it for a month. Get it all in the freezer. You can order now. She said.
I'll put a link.
Larry already put the link up for you girls. But you put those things in the freezer, and then when you're ready, and I love the way Kimmy does it, she'll write on the outside if there's something that has to be added at the very end. You put it in your crock pot, you put your stuff in it, put the lid on it, and go to work, or just have your day, and so that you know when your kids get home from school or you're done with homeschooling, you can feed your family and then rush off to baseball, softball, hockey, soccer, you know, all the different things they're involved in, basketball. Good morning, Laura Pinnell. Or if you don't get home till late, at least your meal is fixed. I don't really encourage you to eat late. It's so bad for you, and it's hard for you because you have to clean your kitchen. However, if you are going to have to eat late, I say invest in paper plates and a liner in your crock pot. You're going to have such quick cleanup. When we were, this is Kimmy, and when we were in the middle of moving, I mostly cooked with our slow cooker or freezer meals that were in disposable pans. Oh yeah, that's a good point too. Disposable pans. Yeah, because Kimmy makes her meals and puts them in the freezer as well. I made some this week and put half of my meals in the freezer because I cook for me. Mr. B eats he eats meat. That's what he eats. He's a meat eater, and I'm now eating Weight Watchers. So I make recipes for myself, and I keep half. I make it like for 6 people. I'll eat one, put 2 in the refrigerator for the week, and put the other 3 in the freezer. So as I need them, I can pull one out. These planners sound good. I'm hoping you are going to be able to get them to the UK. Oh, Donna, I'm sorry. Can't get them in the UK. It's too expensive. I'll answer for you, Kimmy. It's too expensive to send them there for you, and it costs too much for you. So Kimmy's not doing. At least that's what I last heard. Now, I may be wrong, but that's what Kimmy told me earlier, that she's not going to be able to do them in the UK. I'm so sorry. What else? What else do you want to talk about? Zone 4, the bedroom. I love Zone 4, especially this time of year because it's a change of season. Want to be personally mentored by Kat? Join Kat's special mentoring Patreon channel and be in her special private group. Mr. B put that link up because he's awesome.
Let them know that you're kind of full of mentoring.
Oh yeah,
don't. $5. They can join the $5.
Yeah, I am not kind of full. I am totally full.
But you have a waiting list.
I am totally full. Every single spot is full plus some. And for next month, I have 1, 2. Oh, I got that one. Oh yeah. 2 on the waiting. I only have 2 on the waiting list for October, and I do generally have about 3 or 4 people who will drop at the beginning of the month. So if you get on the waiting list, and you can't get on the waiting list without being in the Patreon group, which is a $5 a month group, which is great because you get a video every single day that's a mini mentoring session. And in October, we're going to do boot camp, which is so fun. Everyone. I mean, it's hard work, but everybody seems to really enjoy boot camp. So we're going to do boot camp. And once you're a patron, then you can send me a personal note through Patreon with your phone number saying what you want to be waitlisted for. Don't pay for it in advance because I don't have any spot to put you in, and Patreon isn't designed to refund. So please don't pay for it. Just pay the $5 and be a patron. And then once I get you on, then I'll ask you to upgrade, and you'll upgrade and pay the difference. They'll automatically just take the difference that month. So that's what I recommend. Would you reveal what boot camp is going to be like? Well, I'll tell you what's even better. You can go back to last October and look at some previous boot camp because I did it last October as well. Hey,
But you have to
Arlen.
be Patreon to do that.
Yeah, you have to be in the Patreon group. Patreon group. But boot camp is basically. Wait a minute, I'm reading some notes I might have missed. Not at the moment. Oh, this is about Donna Perry asking about the books in the UK. Kimmy said not at the moment, but hopefully by the end of the week, the PDF version. Oh, I forgot. I didn't want to announce that. The PDF version is going to be available. So that will. I forgot about that. That's awesome. I'm so excited. So you can print it out. And that's awesome. Okay, boot camp is basically me going through exactly what you need to do every day with no ifs, ands, or buts. When you commit to do it, then you need to let me know if you failed in any way, or even if you want to tell me you did great, you can just send me a little check mark or a little heart, and that means you did it. And you can send me a little boo-boo face or a little X and tell me what you didn't do, and I'm going to give you KP. So I'll give you an example. Let's say that you didn't swish and swipe. So I'm going to give you KP, and typically KP stands for Kitchen Patrol, which is a word that's used for punishment in boot camp, or used to be. And so the KP I would give for a person who said I didn't swish and swipe would be, okay, fine, then you have to do it twice tomorrow, in the morning and in the evening. You don't need to do it, but it's KP, so you have to do it. And it'll teach you not to do that anymore. You'll say, okay, I can totally do this. I don't want to do this twice tomorrow. But whatever it is that you tell me you didn't do, I'm going to give you some KP. It might not mean that you have to repeat that thing. I might give you some other kind of KP. But it's definitely going to be a consequence. And so people really, really try. And when I do the videos, I wear fatigues. Not really. I wear camo shirts. So I'll wear my camo. It'll be serious. You get it done. And at the end of 30 days, you're going to be so much stronger for it. And then at the end of that month, October, then in November as a Patreon, we're going to go through preparation for Thanksgiving. I'm going to follow Kimmy's lead in the planner, which she has a plan for Thanksgiving. So we're going to talk about doing our work every day and when we need to do what for Thanksgiving. And then after Thanksgiving, cleanup. December is going to be the same way with Christmas. I realize I have people who don't celebrate Christmas or Thanksgiving, but the majority of the people do, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay? So it'll be fun. We're going to have a fun last 3 months, and we're going to come into January just fired up. Okay? All right. Rachel said boot camp was wonderful. She holds you accountable for daily routines and daily texts. With daily texts, it gets habits in much better shape. Patricia, my question, my youngest, thank you, Rachel, for that comment. My youngest moved to Florida 3 years ago. I've decluttered all but a few things. At first, I asked when letting go. She is coming home to visit. I'm a little nervous that she will be unhappy. No, she won't. You're not her storage. She's a grown woman. She probably doesn't even remember after 3 years. And if you already asked on some things, did she say yes or no? That's a good question. Was she always saying no? Or was she saying yes? But honestly, you don't have to keep your grown children's things. You can ship them to them or you can get rid of them, whichever they please. Okay. All right. Nancy said, yes, boot camp is very helpful. Thank you, girls. Patricia is also a 20%er, a gold star, and so is Nancy. All right. 20%er is my membership, which you can join through YouTube under join. It says join. Do you have to hit membership first and then join?
It's according to which page you're on.
Yeah, it depends on your system, but just look around for something that says join. It's probably under membership, I would think. And then it's $9.99. $9.99 a month? $9.95?
I don't know.
It's just under $10. And it's a small group, and we enjoy each other's company. We've gotten to know each other, and it's a real good personal conversation between us. And I give you something to accomplish that month. And then we follow up the next month. Okay? And sometimes I have free giveaways. I have given away 2 of Kimmy's planners, and I gave away free mentoring. So sometimes I give things away. Not always, but every now and then. All right. Was there something you were saying, Mr. B? Before that? No? Okay. Oh, I know what it was. I was thinking of something. And that was when you are mentored by me personally, when I talk to you for 25 minutes one on one by phone and personal mentoring about your specific problems. Because I teach my generic version of the Flylady system. But when I talk to you, each person is unique, each person's home is unique, each person's situation is unique. So I'm going to mentor you based on your needs, your personality, your family, your challenges. Um, but when you're doing that with me, let's say that you opt, and I've got two options. It's $50 a month or $100 a month. 50 gives you two 25-minute mentorings. 100 gives you four 25-minute mentorings. So that's like one a week. You also included with that price is the $5 a month personal mentoring, mini mentorings that you get 5 days a week. Okay, because on that the ones that on Patreon for $5 a month, you get one Monday through Friday, every single Monday through Friday. Doesn't matter if it's a holiday, doesn't matter, you're always going to get one. All right. But don't join. I'm full. You can do the $5 one, but don't do anything else. And you're always, no matter when you join, on the first of the next month, they're going to repeat whatever your last thing was. So if you've chosen the $5 thing now in the middle of September, you're going to get now access and all the way back thousands of videos. Probably. When you say thousands?
At least 1,000.
At least 1,000 videos. And then anything forward. And then starting in October, another $5, October 1st, November $5, December 1st $5, until I can tell you, okay, you can join. I have a spot for you, and then you would pay the different. You would say, okay, on the first of the month, you would pay that amount, and they would charge you that amount, and it would include your Patreon videos. Okay, does that make sense? All right, bootcamp is helpful. I read that. Patricia, hi Patricia, my gold star, 20%er. I would highly recommend Kat's mentoring. It has I had a basement full and 3 season room full, and she helped me every step of the way. I appreciate her friendship. Oh my goodness, Patricia, you did such a good job. And remember, it's you doing the work, not me. But I'm there with you, like your mama sitting on the bed saying, pick up your clothes, put them in your closet. Good job. That's me, okay? But I'm going to point you in the right direction, hold you accountable, meet with you on a regular basis, ask you how you did that week, forgive you if you screwed up. You don't have to worry that I'm going to, you don't have to lie to me. No, I'll just say that. You can be honest with me. I'm going to be firm but kind. I'm never going to hurt your feelings, or I pray I never hurt your feelings, because I don't want you to think that you're an awful person. I'm exactly like you. I am you. I've done everything you have done. So I can never be angry with you. I want you to be successful because it's so great. And it's so great to have a peaceful home that's organized. Okay? Mr. B, what did you say? And take away.
I put the Catholic Flylady on there, but when I went to the link, it went to something stupid.
Oh, my.
So I got to check that out.
Okay.
Maybe that's why we're not getting any more.
Bootcamp is very helpful. Okay. So Patricia, it was such a pleasure mentoring you, and you were such a good student. And Patricia had, at the time, daughters at home who contributed to that as well, as all daughters and sons do. And so she really overcame some obstacles, and I'm really, really proud of you, Patricia. You did an excellent job. So proud of you. I love all my mentees. We get very, very intimate, because I'm learning about your home and your situation, and I share a lot of my own things with you, and I feel very much a deep friendship with everybody that I mentor. Okay, Mariposa Travels. I love that name, Mariposa. Been feeling anxious. I'm very sensitive to other people's emotions. Going through a hard season with extended family issues, but a clean house and routines are keeping me afloat. Excellent. If you are having anxiety, which is something that I struggled with, when you move forward in your home and you're doing things, it helps you feel better. And don't we just want to feel better? So my thing is, feel better. If you haven't already watched it on Patreon, is it on YouTube or Patreon? Burst the Bubble. I think it's on Patreon. My Burst the Bubble video or comment at the beginning of our thing Does anybody know if that was on YouTube or I think it might have been a YouTube video? Burst the bubble. Anyway, it's about being frozen and how to break through and how easy that is and how good that feels. So when you're having concerns about other people, being sensitive to other people's emotions, then you're going to want to get out of that bubble of uncomfortableness. It's the only way I can describe it, and that is to go forward with decluttering your home and doing your daily routines and your weekly basic plan. That's going to make you feel so much better. And you're right, as your house clears up and gets more organized, your brain feels better. You feel calmer. You feel more in control. Instead of your life controlling you, you're controlling. Well, you're not controlling your life, but you're controlling your surroundings, which makes it so much better. All right, Mr. B has put up the link to the Flylady, the Catholic Flylady, and he's done it twice.
I know I'm removing one.
Okay.
I got to click it though to see if it works.
The Catholic Flylady is a Patreon channel that I have. It's also $5 a month, and I also give you 5 videos a week, no matter if it's a holiday or not. If I'm on vacation or not, you're still going to get one a day. They're short little videos. It's from my Christian Catholic perspective of your day. And so we're going to talk about something in regards to the Lord, the Blessed Virgin, the Holy Spirit, God the Father. We're going to talk about the blessings. We're going to talk about the grace of God. We're going to talk about how we can feel that grace and how we can worship in our actions in our home and help us do the things we want to do in our home. So whether you're Catholic or not, I encourage you to come over and enjoy the Catholic Flylady. It is not in replacement of the Patreon channel, because on the Patreon channel I'm going to go into more detail about cleaning. It is more detail about Christianity, Catholic Christianity, and the reflection of that upon how we act as parents, as homemakers, etc. So if that's interesting to you, if that's something you want to have in your life, I've gotten plenty of nice comments about it really being helpful, and I hope that you enjoy coming over to that. Tina's 20%er, Blue Star, really looking forward to the boot camp. Yes, it's going to be fun. Lots of fun. I missed most of it, didn't I? Oh, we'll rewatch later. That's okay, Casey Lorraine. Wouldn't it be fun on Saturday, October the 8th, when all of you little starred people, 20%ers, actually come to the meeting and we have everybody there? That will be so awesome. It's going to be at 11 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock noon, 10 o'clock Mountain, 9 o'clock Pacific. So I think it's good for everybody in the USA at least. 5 hours, 6 hours later in Europe, so it still won't be too bad. I think we can have more people on it and it will be more fun instead of having it in the morning on a Wednesday. So that's what I switched it to. I'm excited to do that. All right. Anything else, my friends? Casey, yes, Saturday, October the 8th, 11. See you then. See you then. Thank you. I know. I was just about to ask. I read your
mind. They should get a link in their email, and it'll be on the community page. YouTube did something this week. It went away. I don't know what happened, but I replaced it. But
they did. Is that what happened?
But we just don't really get that many on Wednesday.
So you should get a notification, and then
in your email,
and you just click the link, and it takes you to the thing at the right time. Okay, or you can wait for me if you want to come early. I think it's set up that way. And if you're late, that's perfectly okay. I'm going to try to start it right at 11 though, and run it exactly an hour on Saturday, because I want to be done by noon on Saturday. That's it. All right. I think that's it. Doesn't look like there's anything else. Anything else, girlies? My friends, you know what I did today? I'm so crazy. I'll share personal things with you. I don't mind.
Shaved your eyebrows off.
I did not shave my eyebrows off, but I washed my face this morning. I put on my sunscreen. I keep my retinol and collagen creams and eye cream in my bedroom for space sake. And I usually go in there and put it on before I put my clothes on, then go back in the bathroom and put on my makeup. Today, after putting on I should just put my sunscreen with the other, but I want to give it a chance to sink in a little. Anyway, I put on my sunscreen. I guess mentally I thought I put on my moisturizer. I put on my mascara. I fixed up my little bald eyebrow there, put on my cheek color, put on my lipstick, Then I went in the bedroom, put on my clothes, and said, oh, I need to put on my collagen and my retinol. Put my retinol on, put my collagen on, my eye cream on. As I was putting on my collagen, I said, oh no, I already have my makeup on. I don't wear base makeup most of the time, so it was just my moisturizer. But I thought, did I wipe off my eyebrow spot? No. So on top of my makeup today is my moisturizer. I'm going to tell you that's not ideal, but that's what I did today. Anyway, do you have a skincare routine? That's mine. Sunscreen, I really have been negligent with my sunscreen because it was always in my cream, and I forgot that it's not in this cream and this collagen cream and this retinol cream that I'm using. And I have got like a brown spot here. I've got age spots anyway, but I'm a freckly person anyway, so I've got all these marks on my face now. I'm going to a dermatologist for the first time ever to get a full body check in October. And I'm sure she will look at me and say, what have you done to your skin? Because as a teenager, we just wanted to have white eyeballs and white teeth, and everything else was supposed to be all brown. So we browned our faces. We put things around them to reflect the light onto them. We used baby oil and iodine on our bodies. And fortunately, I do tan. So I'm thinking the negative part is all these age spots I now have. Because certainly it's not age. Just got here, forgot about you watching Queen's funeral. Oh, I know. I was trying to watch that a little bit this morning too. Wasn't it lovely? What a nice, what do you call it? Recognition of her years of service. It was beautiful. Super moisturized. Did you drink your powdered collagen too? Yes, I drink 2 scoops of powdered collagen in my first cup of coffee every morning for my hair, nails, skin, but mostly for my bones because I have little bit of early osteoporosis.
Lita said, would that be 12 Eastern time? And the answer to that is yes.
Lita asked that question. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's right after Joyful Noise.
Lita, would that be 12 Eastern? Yes, ma'am. Margaret Rose. Hey, Margaret. So that was Margaret who said that. Well, hey, Margaret, my darling friend, my oldest friend in the whole world. Marty said super moisturized. I read that, and I don't know what that means or who you are.
Yeah, he's out of here.
So I think bye-bye for you. All right. Send off. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Yes, I'm signing off now. So everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of this. Oh, enjoy this week. You had a great weekend. Enjoy this week. Do your work every day. You're going to feel so much better when you do. Think about your routines first. Do I have all those down? Next, think about your, I'll send you a link, Nancy. Think about your basic weekly plan. Are you doing those things every day? Think about what zone we're in. Are you doing your 4 15-minute units, either on the weekend at one time or throughout the week? If you'll do those 3 things, you will have this. But it takes discipline, and discipline is a habit. So you have to pray for discipline and work on your self-discipline. All right, I had one more comment on here, and it was Joan. Hi, Joan. Have a great week. Thank you. Every day, Tony said. Very good. All right, girls, have a great week. Remember how much I love you. Remember that you are beautiful, and go ahead and be beautiful. Bye.